3 years ago today, 71 people died in an explosion caused by chemicals unlawfully kept at Wahd Mansion in Old Dhaka. The proprietors of the building in Chawkbazar's Churihatta have lately leased out the basement parking lot as a plastic toy warehouse, which is also a fire threat. Last week, one of these journalists saw workers lugging containers of recycled plastic toys into a parking lot crammed with boxes. The building's personnel and residents informed the reporter that a Kamrangirchar toy business leased the property this month. Questions about the large fire 3 years ago were answered by personnel who pointed to 4 fire extinguishers mounted on the wall for fire safety. Because the basement is intended to be a parking lot for a residence, it lacks a fire escape. In places like Chawkbazar, where free land is scarce, this is extremely frequent. The Bangladesh Environment Conservation Rules 1997 prohibit industrial facilities from operating in or near residential areas. The owners of the building where a catastrophic fire spread from a warehouse have now leased space to another warehouse comes as authorities accuse the 2 owners of Wahd Mansion with carelessness, resulting 71 deaths and countless injuries. They reside in the Wahd Mansion, just above the basement warehouse, but the Daily Star couldn't approach them. The security guard keeps the gate closed. The guards reportedly refused entry to the family of the prior security guard who perished in the blaze, and tried to sue the warehouse owners for damages. Sujal Haq, 55, was the security guard and caretaker of Wahd Mansion who killed in the blast. It lasted 4 years. He was their employee, they owed him anything. Bibi Hazra, his daughter, visited the site on Friday. We are refused entry to meet the proprietors. MD Ibrahim, Hazra's husband, died in the blaze, leaving her alone with 2 young daughters. Before Wahd Mansion, the 32-year-old ran a pan cigarette stand. Ibrahim's cousin, MD Anwar Hussain, perished as well. No or minimal reward. According to a report in the Daily Star on April 4, 2019, 40 private banks contributed Rs 30 crore in the government's National Relief Fund for victims. The families believe they haven't seen any of that money. Meanwhile, just 21 of the 72 victims' families got any government compensation. 16 families worked as municipal corporate cleaners, earning Rs 500 per day. 2 households were compensated with Rs 2 lakh. 6 additional families of those badly wounded in the fire obtained cleaning jobs with the city corporation or Rs 2 lakh. We've heard a tremendous money was gathered for us. I hope they'd give it to us or loan it to us. Nasiruddin, a victim's family leader. NewsRme Pervez, son of the security guard murdered in the blast, works as a janitor but claims he is barely scraping by. I can make Rs 10,000 every month. Friday is a non-pay day. Government holidays are the same. I have a wife, a son, 3 unmarried sisters, and a mother. The rent is Rs 7,000. NewsRme was a merchant before his father died, and his father gave him Rs 7,000 monthly. When former Dhaka South City Corporation Mayor Saeed Kokhon promised them work, textile engineer Khalilur Rahman Miraj felt optimism. It was his brother's shop that burned down, Masood and Mobhur Rahman Rana. But then I discovered they just provide cleaning tasks. I want something more degree-worthy, stated he. According to Abdul Manan, a storekeeper, he lost Rs 14 lakh in merchandise but only got Rs 2 lakh in compensation. Then I was unable to resume my company. 3 years of the Churihatta wildfire were marked by inadequate or non-existent compensation and a new fire threat.